Kenyan First Lady, the very first lady, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, has come out to speak about the tax question that has been targeting the first family. And while speaking in what is seen as a church function, Mama Ngina Kenyatta is telling President William Ruto that paying tax is a role, rather is an obligation for every Kenyan. And if you think I have not paid taxes, then there are two things you need to do. You need to take me to court. You need to charge me to court, number one. Number two, you can also sell my properties if I have not paid taxes. You can also sell that land. And she seems to be speaking bitterly about the fact that the first family is being dragged in court.
Nasikia mengine inasemwa ati wengine hawatoi kodi, hawatoi nini. Nashangaa kwa sababu kila mtu anazungumza na uwewamuka anasema hii na mwingine anamuka anasema hii, lakini serikali iko na laini yake ya vile mambo inaendeshwa. Mambo ya kodi, income tax ni lazima mkubwa au mdogo kulipa kulingana na uwezo wake na mapato yake. Hiyo si kazi ya kuzungumza katika kwa magazeti, kwa mikutano, kwa TV. Kwa sababu ukikosa kulipa kodi unapelekwa kotini, kwa sababu hiyo ndio sheria. Ukikosa kulipa ili unatakiwa kulipa, lazima hiyo vitu yako itashukuliwa, itauzwa. Si ndio hiyo sheria ya serikali? Hivyo hakuna haja na ile laini ya kufanya kazi hiyo iko. Hakuna mambo ya kuharibia wale wengine majina na nini. Ndio watu wasikiki ati wanafanya kazi, wanaendesha hivi. Hapana, mtu asitakiwe alipe ile kitu anatakiwa kulipa. Na kama ni mimi, hata nikiwa na mwaka moja nakosea bila kulipa, mali ishukuliwa ilipe ile tax, kwa sababu ni lazima. Kwa hivyo hakuna haja ya kufanya kazi ya kisiasa hivi na vile, na hiyo sio kweli. Na watu wanajua hawasemi kweli.
First, stop digging and figure out how to get out of the hole. And one of the ways of getting out of the hole is collecting tax from everybody. It doesn't matter how far back it goes. And also stopping exemptions. Nobody will be exempted from paying tax in this country. And if you want to be exempted from paying tax, you buy an advert in the newspaper and apply to the people of Kenya. The President, the CS National Treasury will not exempt anybody from paying taxes. So let those who have not been paying taxes not get jittery. Just make arrangements. You have not been paying tax, well, lipa kodi. And if you have a problem with what we are asking you to pay, we are open for discussion. You can come, we agree on how to a plan on how to pay kidogo kidogo. You can pay us $1 billion every month mpaka umalize. Kuna shida? Kuna haja kupiga kelele? Ya Mungu ni ya Mungu, ya Kaisari ni ya Kaisari. It's very simple. It's in the Bible. What we are doing is what is in the Bible. Tax you must pay. And everybody must pay tax. Senators, you pay tax. Your pay slip is there. Unalipa kodi hapo. Kama wewe ni senator umechaguliwa unalipa tax, hata wewe utalipa. Hata ukipiga kelele, hata ukienda wapi, kodi utalipa.
That is the voice of Mama Ngina. What are you saying? She never speaks, she never come in public. By the countable times, you will see her coming out. But then, to an extent of, you remember even during Uruto fallout, she only spoke sometime, some few days, a month to an election, attending a burial somewhere. Nilikuwa naambia msikii kitu Uhuru anawaambia sababu ni kiongozi wenu. She never comes in public. But her presence and her response directly to William Ruto then shows you that I think the Kenyattas are irritated to the core. And she's out. This woman, this is a voice that if William Ruto hears, is a voice that you cannot despise. Because she's the person that made William Ruto the deputy president in the first instance in 2013. And there are reports that she was a wheel behind brokering the deal between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. I think when she comes out in public, it leaves William Ruto worried because the public seems to be seeing what exactly is going on here. And huyu mama ni kama yani, she's a bit disturbed by the way things are going on. It's true that the tax question is very simple. Don't go out. And we've been saying in this analysis that there are a lot of quick excitements that are done here so that you be seen to be working. And it's simply saying that don't use my family's name. Don't use Kenyatta family's name to be seen as if you are working. That's what we've been saying. There have been politics of optics so that you're seen as if sasa wewe unafanya kazi because unapigana na kina Kenyattas. Is William Ruto going to take sue Uhuru Kenyatta? It's a very big dilemma for him because when you sue Uhuru Kenyatta on pursuing the tax issue, you also run the risk of backlash from the population who will tell you that no president ever interferes with his predecessor, and at one point will also leave power. So you need to leave president at peace. Why do you think Mama Ngina is speaking this way? They know very well that the accusations that UDA team, the tax crusaders, are leveling against them do not have a legal bearing. That's one thing. It do not have a legal bearing. And I can tell you that I think they've challenged, there is a suit that has been filed challenging amendment of that law they're talking about, because it talk about excise estate duty on inherited property. So someone was telling me that, Kevin, if you will go to the lands registry and look for these properties in the name of Uhuru Kenyatta and Mama Ngina, and these people will not find. These properties are under other people. They have been inherited, some have been sold, and even if they still benefit, they still get them, but they're not directly, and their names are not there directly. Even if you were to go and point and say that building, I remember I was in town, someone was telling me, do you know the landlord of that one? It's Kenyatta 1. Do you know the land of that one? Kenyatta 2. The land of that one? So and so, so and so. But then, you can't find the details. So that's why Mama Ngina is coming out in public and is telling President Ruto. She knows very well that Ruto is just trying to play politics with this issue. The other hidden thing is here. She's saying that if you think I have not paid my taxes from these properties, then Mimi, I allow you to sell my properties so that you get that tax. What is he saying? She's also trying to insinuate that this could be a scheme for sharing what they have, a share. And maybe she's trying to package it and looking at it rightfully so, that's just attack on their businesses or attack on their properties. If you feel I have not, then respond to me. I'm waiting. If President Ruto is going to respond to Mama Ngina, I'm waiting. I don't know. It is or Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua has been attacking, Uhuru Kenyatta. And Uhuru Kenyatta was in the front line because he was the president. Now he's a retired president and rarely comes in public. But here is a situation where the people that have always wanted to destroy Kenyatta family to get to the kingpinship, They're not being given. That is the war they need to fight. Now Uhuru Kenyatta is out of question. If you believe you need to sort out your issues with the Kenyatta family so that you become the kingpin, Mama Ngina has come out and she's now taking them head on. He's taking William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua head on. What are we seeing here? Could be the fallout has really gotten out of hand. Do you think is also getting bitter? She has not commented about the security issue. Yes, she has not commented about it. I've listened to that clip. I'm yet to get another one, but she has not commented about it. That could tell you that Mama Ngina is really, the Kenyatta family is really getting irritated over that matter. But then, when she speaks, she's not speaking on behalf of Uhuru Kenyatta, the president. She's speaking on behalf of Jomo Kenyatta, the founding father. So that these people who have always taken Uhuru Kenyatta to put him in front and then start panel beating simply because Uhuru Kenyatta was the fourth president must then know that what her presence or her voice brings into it, that this is not about Uhuru Kenyatta. This is about Kenyatta family. That is what is it. That this is now about Kenyatta family. And all these properties that maybe you've been talking about, not all of them are under Kenyatta president. In fact, in terms of land, I don't think there is land that Uhuru had an obsession with buying land because the father already had. So this is something that you can see, that Ngina is protecting the name Kenyatta family. This is what Ruto is using to play politics. They're willing to speak about it in the population. And when Mama Ngina comes out to speak, I think it's a good strategy to debunk the propaganda in it. I know there are stones that are going to be thrown when they see that video, when that video comes out. But it's also good she comes out and speak, because media, when media speaks, they are profiled that you are defending. You know, when the political team, even if Raila will speak, it will be politicized. The same to UDA team, when they're speaking about it, they're taking their position. But when the person that is accused himself is coming to talk about it, then it dispels the propaganda from the truth. And she's just coming to the population to talk about it, saying that this is the true position, this is what is happening. If you want, you can take us. And it's a signal to President Uhuru Kenyatta, to President William Ruto, that Mama Ngina is simply saying, I am not going to be cowed by you, and I am ready and willing to square it out in the court of law. I'm willing to square it out in the court of law. That exactly is in that statement. I don't know what you think, guys. I'm waiting for, do you expect Rigathi Gachagua to respond? There is an event tomorrow, a rally tomorrow in Rift Valley. And that rally, I think, has been organized. I don't know that the president is back, but he can still come back in time and attend. There have been a lot of attacks on Kenyatta family. And then Mama Ngina then comes out to speak. We are really waiting to see how the response is going to be. But on this one, it's right to come out and speak. Because when Uhuru Kenyatta spoke about it, Uhuru Kenyatta has the baggage of the presidency. He has the baggage of being the president. And so everything he says is about this and about that and about that. And what it only means is that they are ready even now to tell the population what is going on. Ruto is directly using the Kenyatta family's name to be seen as working. Ni ile sasa unataka upige simba ndio onekane una nguvu. Lakini in real sense, we've been saying that this tax question is not supposed to be a public debate. It's supposed to be very simple. Just the same way during Uhuru Kenyatta's reign, there are those who were arrested on tax evasion charges. That's what you need to do. You just need to find out who, and it's not about Kenyatta's only. How many people are evading taxes, and you process a suit against them. And through that, you can recover what you have. They have known very well. This conversation, I listened to Rigathi in Mombasa flouting how he's received back his 200 million that I don't know alikuwa amenyang'anya sijui na nani, and at the same time saying that Uhuru Kenyatta should come hata kama monthly anatoa kidogo 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 kidogo. And you know, some of these things, some of these people don't have clean hands. Very good. It's a very interesting trap for the UDA team from Mount Kenya. We are waiting to see what they're gonna say, how are they gonna handle this. The president is away, but then I think that security issue, the issue about withdrawal of security of Mama Ngina, is also behind it. She looks a bit reserved, but again willing to face it head on. That's my take.